So in this video we're going to build and measure this circuit that we were just doing in the previous video. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my battery. And my battery is going to feed into, we're going to have my 4.7, this one is my 4.7, and so I'm going to let it sort of jump kind of a long ways, as much as I can. And this one's kind of beat up and it's been used for this task before, so it's having a little bit of hard time going into the hole. That works. And I'm going to sort of jump it over a long ways to give myself a little bit of distance. And so that 4.7, that's in parallel with my 1.5, which is in series with my 2.2. So I've got a 1.5 in series with a 2.2, and then that's in parallel with a 4.7. And now I'm going to hook up my battery like here and like here. And I'm going to start grabbing some measurements off of this. Alright, so let's start off with our voltage. Let's see, it should be all around 3 volts, so let's go, that should be the appropriate scale. So go back, we've done this before. Battery right here should be 3 volts. And it says 3.02, that's good. Now, since I'm saying the 0.47 should take the entire voltage, so it should be at 3 volts. So that's at 3 volts. This parallel circuit should be at, this series circuit, the whole thing should be 3 volts. Now I said that the first one, the first resistor, the 1.5, took 1.22 volts. So if I put it there, I get 1.22 volts. And the second one should take 1.78 volts. So if I plug it in there, I get 1.8 volts, which is pretty close. So I'm happy. Now we're going to measure current, and we're all down in the, we're up to 1.5 milliamps is the total, right? 1.45 milliamps is what I'm expecting for my total. So if I even just disconnect way back here at the battery, and let's plug it in like this, I should get 1.45 milliamps. If I plug in, I can plug in right there. And so I'm at 1.4, so I'm a little bit low, which I'm not too terribly concerned about. So let's hook that back up. And let's go back here and let's measure the current in just the 4.7. Now just the current in the 4.7 I said was going to be 0.64. Now since I was a little bit low before, I'm going to expect that I'm going to be a little bit below 0.64 now. And I'm not that far off. I'm 0.635. And now the other one, I was expecting that in this, hopefully that's all the way in there, so I still got a good circuit. The current through this one should be 0.81, and I get 0.808, so I'm happy. And then of course, if I work my way down the line, if I measure what the current in here is, I should continue to get 0.81. And I do. So I have just sort of analyzed the circuit and put it all together. And so that's kind of the end of what my circuits are going to be. I'm probably going to spend a couple of videos doing a sort of a granddaddy circuit, kind of the most ridiculous that I can reasonably come up with in say a couple of videos. So that's next.